I think they actually rented a car together too, and they drove down here because it's like a 1.5 hour drive
without traffic.
From the airport.
With traffic, it's about a 2-hour drive down.
Yeah, without snow too.
Yeah, we got pretty lucky with the weather here at DreamHack Winter this weekend. It's actually been pretty nice. Anyways,
Winners
in the game,
final.
Winners finals.
noeL versus Isidroo, NA versus NA, homie versus homie. These guys are really good friends.
And these downers being exchanged, and already we're seeing kind of a back and forth hit fest as we neutral light into side. So side light comes out. Let's go for that side sig pivoted, as we were talking about, those little weird reads that we're going to be seeing off of those dodge ins, and already damages completely even here. That Sair misses, and noeL finds his own Sair. Uppercut coming out from Isidroo into the neutral light as noeL lands into it. And that downer, you saw he jumped 3 times back towards the stage, reading noeL trying to get back on the stage to touch, and found the downer immediately. Instead of trying to go for the downer spike, he just went for the downer for damage and a reposition. Amazing option select coming out from Isidroo. And
noeL without a weapon. This is it. Isidroo going to get some heavy attacks out. What?
Gravity cancel down light.
noeL stopped it with a gravity cancel downlight slide kick against Isidroo's axe, and
Isidroo side sig
closes it out with a side signature.
And that's more of what we're used to seeing from Isidroo. That side sig is lasting so long. A lot of signatures, as characters have been developed more, are just very fast. Bren still has those lingering signatures to where that side sig definitely lasts longer than a spot dodge. Yeah. The recovery coming out from noeL gets that KO at the top and evens it up 2-2.
That's a good thing you pointed out. A lot of Bren's signatures are actually designed to beat out spot dodges and back dodges and dodge throughs. Like the down sig on Spear, that'll beat somebody trying to dodge through you.
For example, Val or Ragnar, their side sig's much faster.
Right.
Very strong,
you can
but
easily
you can just
dodge
spot
through
dodge
those.
But
I mean, those are designed to catch people retreating.
Yes.
So, Isidroo, he just knows how to make use of his stuff here. He knows what noeL's tendencies are. He's doing a great job fighting them.
Was able to get one of those down airs. Doesn't get that Sair on the way down. Side sig this time spaced out properly by noeL, and he dodges through that recovery. But the neutral sig hits. All that's left is an axe down sig to be able to finish things off.
till we get everything.
Which we have not seen yet, but I've been looking forward to it. He has the spear now, trying to find these nairs.
Yeah, well, that's, the axe down sig is like a surprise attack because it is really slow startup and slow recovery. So it's pretty risky to use, but it hits like a truck. So he might use it to close out this stock. But he's definitely not going to use it just to build up some damage.
Nice little cider from noeL. Tries to pivot a cider himself. Isidroo doesn't get the KO there.
Perfect. He burned his dodge. Here comes Isidroo with the pogo. Oh, noeL has nothing to do to get back.
3.
One more. There it is. Isidroo takes the game.
And he down airs away, recognize it, because the pogo, the third one did hit him into the wall, but that's the key. He got hit into the wall. He didn't touch the wall. Nothing comes
if you're
back
in
from
hit stun when you hit the wall, you do not get your jumps back. So a character switch from noeL here real quick. Now on to Koji.
Okay, and that's not unusual.
Yeah, it's not unusual. Long time Koji player. All right, here we go. noeL versus Isidroo. Game 2. Isidroo took game 1.
Pretty convincing.
Pretty exciting victory, yeah. It's like when he got that advantage there at the end for a second, and he held on to it. He just kept it going. Perfect execution.
Isidroo's been finding so many of these side-like combos.
To run away with this nice neutral sig from noeL, shooting his bow up right at Isidroo.
Oh, and the falling Sair. Isidroo's making... Axe is a very heavy-hitting weapon, not really known for strings outside of the sidelight thing, but it looks like Isidroo is being able to find every move that he throws out. That gravity cancel neutral light was so close to being able to hit noeL. The platform just saving him there, but another pivot Sair. We find this falling down air. No, doesn't hit that recovery. Space just outside, but I love that. That dash back down air and a falling Sair since noeL flying. Uses the dodge early. This is key. He's going to have the dodge just in time to be able to come back. But Isidroo's going to go for that offstage game because he's found every falling Sair. I'm pretty sure that was like 7 in a row. That's not a move.
It builds damage and it gets KOs.
But that's not a move that you're used to seeing hit a lot. Most of the time, you want to be able to,
especially against noeL.
Yeah, that's what's surprising. Isidroo's just being able to control the ground so well. Now switching over the spear here, maybe trying to find some nairs. No, tries to go for that downer, but I'm going to be surprised to see him go for these little jump fast fall nairs to be able to get something onto noeL. But nope, just wants to downer him a ton.
Nice punish by noeL. Not enough to kill Isidroo. He went up and diagonal. That's like the farthest distance you can go, right?
Yep.
It with the same force straight up would have killed, the same force straight down would have killed, but
that down sig not connecting, and a nice sidelight nair. Any damage from Isidroo is going to be lovely for him here.
Ooh, that's
side air finally finishes it, but noeL was put in orange before he was able to finish that, which could have been a much different game if that down sig was pivoted into a different direction.
Yeah, good point. Oh man, Isidroo snatches a weapon right out of the sky the moment it spawns. It's like he knew it was going to be there. I was saying before, it's like you can see into the future. It's not a fair fight.
Absolutely not. And Saleh comes out from Isidroo. Ooh, that gravity cancel down lane to hit his opponent and get back onto the stage. Continue the string. Weapon toss catches Isidroo on the way down. Saleh, oh, if he charged it even longer, that would have been a KO.
Yeah. Yeah, because Isidroo came in with that side light. It would have been pretty brutal.
Neutral light connects, and noeL has been running away with the second stock. Will he get the KO? Oh, he does get the
nice.
Sair.
I think that's it for Isidroo.
He has a dodge.
Here.
Oh, he
Fights his
Sairs
way
all the way
back with the Sair. Recovery. He keeps going. Look at the aggression from Isidroo. Oh, I thought he was going to live from that. It was actually pretty close. So noeL now is stock ahead, I think, for the first time in this match.
Yes, indeed. And now that side light opening it up gives him a little bit more of a lead. That neutral light was perfectly placed, but Isidroo just grabbed the weapon a little too late, but I like the idea of the punish from noeL.
Yeah.
Falling Sair, noeL playing much better now that he switched to the bow from the sword. And Isidroo, when he went to the spear, there's the side air. Not going to disarm him just yet. He goes super low. Weapon toss gets it.
That was so well placed. He went down there kind of feinting that he was going to go
it hit him
for a physical edge guard. Instead, he threw the weapon, and noeL didn't even use his dodge. He had his dodge up.
But it hit him during the middle of the recovery, and that was so great about that weapon throw. I don't know if it was a reaction, but you can't dodge while the recovery is casting.
Right.
And then by then,
you waste the recovery, so he has nothing left to make it back to the stage. Brutal move choice by Isidroo and great execution. noeL fighting to stay in this set here.
noeL's been fighting so many neutral lights on the bow. No, that falling Sair. This time noeL was ready for it. Dodged in place with the Sair into the stage. Tries to bounce it off into a second Sair.
The downer, but he made it just over the corner there.
Oh no, the side air does not hit, and he's stacked with noeL. The neutral light comes out, and that's it. noeL takes game number 2. We're going to a game 3. It looks like the name of the game for 1v1s all today is going to be game 5.
It's kind of crazy.
I already see this going to game 5.
All
for
these
noeL
players so evenly matched, and it all just comes down to how they play in the set. I mean, go figure, right? Yes. But it's like nothing is predetermined here, man. These guys are just kind of, they're duking it out, and it comes down to the choices they make. All right, here we go. Game 3, it's tied 1-1. Isidroo versus noeL. They're great friends. They're very often sparring partners, and they are putting on a show.
Ooh, that down stick comes out, but immediately punished by noeL's neutral air as he was recovering from below. He's putting out those side sticks, and once again, if he just holds them for like a split second longer, he is going to hit every single one of those side sticks because he has the right idea, but he just doesn't wait long enough for Isidroo to be able to fall in place for it to connect perfectly. Ground pound goes a little bit low, but Isidroo was above him and then fully charged down.
Isidroo is crazy. He's lucky that he didn't die for doing that. noeL was ready with that bow ground pound, but Isidroo makes it out alive.
And he was able to get a nice D-Light Sair punish in response to the
you see how
stick.
noeL charged up the second hit of that side stick just a little bit, and it remained a true combo? That is it is true that you can charge it up just a little bit, and that little bit might have been the force required
to be able to set up that edge guard.
Set up the edge guard, yep.
And I think, is that like unique to Koji?
That is unique to Koji, yeah. Well, I mean, does that exist on any other character? I'm not sure. It's a 2-part signature, and that is pretty unique.
If there are,
it's the only one.
It's very rare to have that as a signature from any other character.
Definitely Koji's the only one that can charge the second shot of it just a little bit.
Yeah.
Like if he can just release it and it'll land, right?
Yeah.
But you may as well get that little bit of extra charging, except that you charge it just a little too long, and now it's not true anymore. It can be dodged out of. So just noeL, perfect execution, and that just comes with experience on Koji.
And now Isidroo trying to get back onto the stage, but noeL very ready for these falling Sairs. We saw Isidroo winning game 1 because of how many Sairs that he landed.
Wow.
But ever since noeL switched over to Koji,
noeL
and he
really
found that
went for that one. That was cool. And perfect edge guard from noeL. Isidroo cannot make it back from that one.
Did not touch the platform.
Ahead by another stock.
And noeL tosses that sword all the way up to prime it. Gets a new sword on the way back down. Isidroo finds that uppercut, but it doesn't lead into too much. And now another nair coming out from Isidroo will put noeL deeper into the orange.
noeL just got rid of that sword. I guess he wanted a bow here.
Well, recovery doesn't connect either.
Oh, great move choice by Isidroo. Just barely missed. What a spot dodge. That was risky. Again, noeL just doing these spot dodges, man. It's like that takes just perfect timing.
Recovery comes out, bonks noeL into the ground, and a nice falling Sair. A little bit too fast. Isidroo has been so great.
Quick. noeL's dodge was up, and we've been seeing noeL do these perfect dodges.
He does these fast fall Sairs better than any Axe player that we've seen at this tournament, however, and that's why it's just so hard to react to things where you're like, wait, that reached?
Yeah,
sometimes it's just like, you don't realize that like you're in range of those moves sometimes.
And that's
and
what
even
noeL was saying. Was that reached?
Yeah, because it's kind of like, wow, okay, I guess I'll have to watch out for that next time. But Isidroo manages to catch even the best of players off guard with it almost all the time.
Well, look at this.
That movement to pick up the Axe was fantastic.
noeL's starting to gain quite a bit of a lead here. Oh, but, you know, as I say that, Isidroo now has noeL in orange. See if he can make it back from here. Oh, I can't believe he snuck around that ground pound just a little bit too far outside.
Down that got him out of his dodge.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the down stick hits and he gets it. noeL takes the lead.
All right.
2-1.
Yep, noeL up by 1. He's just got to get one more victory to move on to grand finals, guaranteed top 2
And remind me,
spot.
I think he made it into grand finals through winner's side at the summer too.
Yes.
Yes. So he's looking to make
he was winners the whole way through. All right, what's up with noeL? Oh, he's thirsty. Is he going to give him the He even opened it for him. True homie.
I mean,
he just beat him, and he's like, I'm going to open this for you.
I mean, this is essentially a team kill. Well, no, not a team kill. It's more of like a team.
It is. No, you're right.
Well,
like
because you're not taking him out of the tournament. What do you call it?
Oh, team knockout. Knockdown.
Team beatdown? I don't know.
Well, you would say he knocked him down in the bracket, right?
Yeah.
Or sent him to losers. I don't know.
One of the two.
So Isidroo now switching to Ragnir. This is for the first time in 1v1. He's switching to Ragnir now. And maybe the Katars will do better against noeL. noeL being a Katar master himself, maybe I feel like is maybe more immune to what the Katars have to offer. At least he's like more familiar with it.
He might be switching over to the Ragnir for the Axe signatures, potentially. Because it definitely changes up how you play this game much more. Because Ragnar's signatures all have to deal with the flames that aren't like challengeable, like right there with the neutral sig.
Yeah.
If you hit that, you're just going to get stuck in the flames and finish off the move.
That's a good point. Maybe that's what's going through his head.
And then the Katar side sig is also really good. It's just like very fast.
A lot of the sigs are really good, I guess. Like that one.
Yep.
Oh man, that one's brutal. We've seen Isidroo get major KOs with that side signature on Axe.
Sidelight in the nair into weapon toss, trying to read if noeL's going down, but 2 quick
what
kicks
the heck?
in a row.
He went for a third one too. noeL choosing to be unarmed there for a little bit.
Oh, he charged up that down tick a little bit longer, hoping they would fall into it. Nice little dash jump side air. Spot dodges all the way, but Isidroo was definitely ready for it, and that's what made that Sair true. Sidelight Sair usually very hard to connect with unless your opponent doesn't even have any jumps, but that down air punishes that ground pound so quickly that noeL ends up losing his first stock here in game number 4.
Isidroo up by 1, but not by much. noeL should be able to equalize this real quick. Unless Isidroo's got some special tricks here. And there's some of it, building up the damage. Hasn't been hit yet. Keeps going. Every little bit of damage here is huge. Isidroo gets hit, but not KO'd yet. Again, knocked off, but still alive. Isidroo just keeps building up damage. Once more. He doesn't have many more recovery options left. noeL knew it too.
Excellent ground pound to be able to finish that off, and you're absolutely right. The recovery options being so few, you're just able to get a nice little ground pound. Didn't even have to play footsies off stage with down airs.
He couldn't stall anymore. noeL knew it and just queued up that ground pound.
Interesting
perfectly.
punish onto that. He went for the neutral light, recognizing that the dodge was gone, and was able to get that neutral stick off the top. Nice little neutral light onto Isidroo, and now the jumping nair comes out as well. Isidroo trying to follow the side air. Side stick punished immediately. noeL really cognizant of the fact that Isidroo wants those side sticks to be able to get really early KOs, and punishing him almost immediately for it. We haven't seen any of these signatures really work out in Isidroo's favor, even though the match is very close. Most of it's just been from side airs, side lights, and nairs.
Yeah, and brutal down airs off the side of the stage. Yes. It's definitely a huge killer for Isidroo. Wow, what a spot dodge. noeL perfectly placed.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, he charged it up just barely. Oh, watch out for that falling weapon. Oh, that was so good. Isidroo, you really didn't have much room to survive there.
Oh, he expected him to go through the platform, but noeL ended the ground pound on the platform, but still got the recovery. But yes, that's what I was looking forward to, because we saw so many side sigs from noeL that weren't charged long enough to punish where Isidroo was going, and he just charged it long enough that 0.5 seconds longer to be able to connect. Tries to go for it again, doesn't work out so well, and now gets punished for it. But the nair is not going to kill off the top just yet. He needs a much higher nair for that to work. The recovery doesn't even do it.
Alive. Are we going to see yet another game 5? There it is. That'll do it. Okay.
We still have a chance for that though. noeL's in orange, and Isidroo's looking pretty good on this Ragnir.
Yeah, he's definitely capable of doing this. I think noeL just doesn't want the stress of the pressure of Game 5 and just knock it out real quick here. Let's see what he can do.
noeL trying to jump for an air. Isidroo finds his own guitars. He's barely used guitars at all. And we're trying to find out, we're kind of seeing why that is. Nice little down signature, however, gets noeL into a deeper percent. And now noeL has to watch out for those flames. If he gets hit by that down sig again, it doesn't matter. Yeah, he's not in red. That will definitely KO. Neutral light comes out. Side sig.
Oh, no.
Doesn't get punished. That Sair from the guitars
he missed
went
the
right through him.
Sair was just slightly out of position, and
he's got to be careful of those down sigs. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw it again. Oh, falling there, puts noeL on the side of the stage. Here comes the down sig one more time. No, manages to make it back. And the gravity cancel side light sends him off stage. Isidroo being so patient here. Side sig dodged out of the way by noeL. Charges the side sig, and that might be it.
Big. This could be it.
That's definitely it.
Oh, no. No.
What? Okay, that touch was ridiculous.
Everybody thought he was dead.
And now noeL doesn't die in that recovery. He has a chance to be able to take this game, but that side air doesn't
Still
do
not
it.
Enough.
I cannot believe that he is
weapon
living.
Throw? No weapon. noeL catches the corner just barely. Oh
side
my
air
God,
still
Isidroo has done
do
so
it.
much. If noeL somehow takes this game, Isidroo will be absolutely robbed. Oh no, he meant to fall a little farther. That's it. Isidroo takes the winner's final to Game 5. Man, you were right. Name of the game here in the singles tournament of DreamHack winner is Game 5.
All Game 5s.
Exciting. Wow, man. These guys. So who's waiting in losers final for
Simple and Mystic.
Oh, so there's still a loser semifinal to go.
They haven't played, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, either Simple or Mystic will be facing the loser of this.
Game 5 coming up to decide who gets into Grands.
Game 5.
And noeL now, trying to find some of the down light. Side light comes out from Isidroo. And I was surprised because I was talking about how the guitars weren't really being used at all in the early part of that game. But then Isidroo almost primarily went to guitars, and that's how he was able to win it. noeL barely escaping death like 5 says,
what a ground pound.
But the recovery comes right back to equalize things. Nice little neutral light into recovery. I'm surprised. Is noeL going to go for that side sig that he likes to do so much after a side light? Maybe not. Side light into Sair. Catching noeL and putting him in an orange. Downer is not connected. There's this, just does the weapon toss. Okay, noeL definitely mixing things up here in game number 5.
Off the side of the stage, noeL looking to finish this off. Oh, he kind of gave him that babysitting side air. That worked so well for noeL, but Isidroo clashed with it luckily, because that probably would have taken the stock.
Side light in the recovery comes out, does not connect. Falling Sair going towards noeL, and noeL now trying to get those sides. Wow, that was so interesting. They both gravity cancel signatures on top of each other in places where they definitely would never connect.
Yeah, the great minds think alike. Isidroo is bent on landing a side air here. Nice signature by noeL, taking the first stock, putting him in the lead. One of these guys is going to have to lose right here. Game 5, there are no more second chances.
There's the finisher there onto noeL. Evens up the stocks 2-2. And now, with the axe being tossed up, Isidroo primes that guitar. Waiting for noeL to find it. noeL jumps around waiting for a weapon spawn. Weapons always spawn initially in the air before they land into the ground. So sometimes it's beneficial when you're unarmed to float around and hope that you can get the next weapon spawn. And you can kind of guess at where it's going to be based off where the last one is, although it is a little random. There's one that just appears right next to Isidroo. But now a clash with the side lights there happens out. And noeL tosses that weapon forward, goes against Isidroo, jumping Sair as well.
Whoa, that was a pretty sweet move. Dodging backwards, throwing the weapon forward.
Nice little neutral light. Goes for another neutral light, puts Isidroo even deeper into orange. Both players playing very carefully
here. Spot dodge. noeL, nearly punishes it. I thought he was going to get a side air on Isidroo there. It was looking pretty good for it, but noeL aired on the side of caution there. No surprise to be respecting an opponent like this.
Especially in Game 5 where Grand Finals is on the line.
Yeah, you don't want to take an unnecessary risk.
Top 2 is much different than getting third. And you also get that benefit of a bracket
prize-wise,
reset.
it sure is.
Oh, side sig jumped right into that
noeL knew
combo.
exactly where that side sig was going to land. he was standing in what was so close to harm's way, actually ended up being the perfect
and then
place
to be able
punish.
to get the D-Light there in a recovery to get the KO, the ultimate punish there off of a very greedy signature from Isidroo. And now noeL gets side-sigged, and that doesn't KO. noeL just barely escaping death on all of these kill confirms that Isidroo is going for. And now he has an opportunity to put a lot of damage on. But no, he tossed the ball aside, but Isidroo picked up the weapon that noeL was trying to starve from him.
Yeah, and
gets
killed
the
him with
Sarah
it.
on the way down.
Down to the last stock here in Game 5. noeL versus Isidroo. Somebody's going to have to give this up right now.
Falling down air into down light. Isidroo's looking for a little bit more with these acts. Can't find the down air, and now both players are in orange, and this is as close as it can possibly be for a Game 5. Falling Sarah doesn't connect. Isidroo off the stage. Down six the wrong way. Very bad there. Oh, but the side stick connects, and it disarms him. If he charged a little bit longer, maybe it would have sent him even farther back, but noeL now has Isidroo starved. Hits him with the weapon toss. He might put out a side stick. No, just a dash jump Sarah. We find a second Sarah. noeL definitely is hungry for this grand finals.
It's looking bad for Isidroo. noeL about to make it to grand finals.
He didn't get his recovery back. That's it.
Oh, man. noeL, 4 minutes into that match, takes it from Isidroo in Game 5.
And confirms his spot in the grand finals. And that means Isidroo is going to be falling down into losers to fight the winner of Addy Mestic in simple.